I'll put in there. Let me put in some filler theme music for now. All right.
Okay.
There you go. How was that? Was that good
That
filler
was
theme?
amazing. I don't think
Hey,
we need to look for a theme song. I think we just found it.
done. Hey everybody, welcome to the free cheese. Oh, not the. Oh, I already fucked it up. Not the free cheese.
Cutting room
We're
floor, Andrew.
we're
Cutting room floor.
no, baby. This all stays in.
This all stays in
This is free cheese of the podcast. I
the
am
podcast.
Andrew.
Nathan.
Oh my God, you're so bad at that. You say you're like, and
Hey,
I'm
I'm out of
Nathan, and
practice.
I,
It's been 15 years, dude,
I
since
just,
we last did this kind of thing.
I just tossed you the easiest slow ball in all of broadcasting. You say, I'm Andrew, and then you're supposed to go, and I'm Nathan, and this
I'm
is it.
Nathan.
It's
That's what I
passing you.
said.
No, I passed you the baton. This is what you said. I said, I'm Andrew, and you said Nathan. Matt Damon. Thanks a lot. Oh boy,
Hey, you've
really,
interrupted my vacation to do this
really.
show. So,
Oh, pardon me. Are you on vacation? Are you?
yes, I don't know why that couch keeps partially appearing behind me, but
And now you're doing the second great thing, which for a podcast, you're discussing the specific video features that we're doing.
hey, we're just discovering the podcast thing and this technology.
Oh, this is some Cracker Jack
I mean,
stuff.
how else could I communicate to you from Barbados?
The phone, you moron. So, for
No, but
anybody who's listening to this all new Free Cheese podcast, welcome back to our literally threes of fans from our old
it's
show.
Free Cheese 3.0. Free cheese.
Free cheese. So we could probably just list the people who will probably listen to this by name. So, hi, Jeff.
Probably. You want to do a shout out
Yeah, let's
to
shout out
everyone?
to the people we are certain are listening. Um, Jeff's a good friend. Pete might listen.
He might
um,
listen through. I don't know if he'd make it this far. He'd
yeah,
definitely give it a good college try, but
hey, here's a good idea for the podcast. We just talk about inside jokes with our close friends.
yeah, sure. Hey, they may be the only audience we ever get.
No,
So
no, no. This is going to be huge. This will be the last time we talk about our individual friends. This is going to be. We're going to treat this show like it's for a global audience, sir.
yes, of
We're
course,
going to.
because we
We're
got
going
a
to.
global reach.
The
Hey, when
I.
we first did this at McMaster University, we could only reach what, half of Hamilton.
That's
Then we
right.
went to Guelph, Ontario, and we
Mhm.
could reach what, as far as Milton,
That's
maybe
right.
Woodstock, Fergus on a good clear night. So now we have a global reach, man. It's just been Free Cheese 3.0
That's right.
is,
We can get ignored from every corner of the globe. That's
hey, imagine
fantastic.
Free Cheese 4.0 is probably going to be sent out with the next Voyager mission to another
No, no.
galaxy.
Free Cheese 4.0 gets broadcast right into your mind, man.
Yeah.
That's the plan. Well, in that we are changing formats. For those who don't know, we were a radio show on what, two different stations?
Yep, at
Uh,
CFMU at McMaster University and CFRU, the community station at University of Guelph.
That's right. Where we went from a morning show that nobody listened to because we were on too early to a late show that nobody listened to because we were on in the middle of the fucking night. Um,
We
we
had
had
some weird fans at both ends of the spectrum. This is the first time you could listen to us potentially during the day in a normal time slot.
what a treat. Yes, I believe our morning show fans were mostly moms
Yeah,
getting their kids ready for
getting their
school.
kids ready for
And
school.
the only reason we had those fans is because about once a week when we did the show, I would at some point sneak in a Teletubby song just to piss you off.
Yes, Dirty
And
Knees, which is amazing that got made
it's amazing that
as a
there's a child's
children's song.
song called it's
Given
called Dirty Knees.
it was called Dirty Knees.
Oh, we will be playing just for people. We will be playing Dirty Knees later in this podcast.
Maybe we will.
Oh, nothing but wall to wall Dirty Knees. And then when we became a late night podcast, who are our fans then? How would you
Well, mostly
describe them?
the people drunk at that hour.
There was a guy
There was
who
an artist guy who worked late into the night.
there was a guy at a gas station who used to do our traffic report from the
That
intersection.
was in the morning. No, that was in the first show.
No, no, that was the guy who did the traffic report from his car.
Yes,
This is
that's
the
right.
guy who did the traffic report from an intersection.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh yes, our fans have been numerous and varied.
Well, I thought
Hopefully varied.
I do actually have something I've prepared for this episode, because I figured since we're moving to a podcast, I would go online to look up how to start a podcast. So
Okay.
there's some fine tips here all online. The first is, of course, develop a podcast concept. So do we have a podcast concept, Nathan?
Well, as much as Free Cheese ever had a concept, yes, we have a concept.
We're a very high concept show. I believe the concept of our
I keep moving around.
are you,
The
here's the concept for this show. Every 2 minutes, Nathan interrupts the flow of conversation to talk about video no one can see.
I gotta
Hey, remember on our very
solve
first
the technology part. We're improvising.
remember on our very first episode where you and I rushed to the library at McMaster University to listen to the episode, and the first thing we noticed, like I noticed right away, was how terrible I was because it was just me going, "Hey there, welcome to Free Cheese."
Yeah, your radio voice.
Yeah. I want you, after we're done this, to listen to this track so that you can see that it's going to sound like this. Hey, Nathan, how's it going? Oh, look at me. I'm moving around. You can't see.
Hey, I'll fix it in post.
You're going to cut all of this in post?
Yeah, we're a podcast now. We can.
Okay.
I can read. I can overdub. I can do all sorts of things with it.
Well,
if I really cared, yes.
Yeah. Well, one of the tips it says here, step one is to decide why you are doing your podcast. So if I think back to why we were doing our radio show, I think for our initial show in McMaster, our goal of that show was to try and have sex with the two girls who did the show after our show.
Yes.
And while neither of us succeeded, I would like to say that I got much closer than you in that I think I had marginally. I think I had a shot and blew it, is what I think. I was over at her place a couple of times to hang out and have drinks. Girl who will remain nameless. Let's call her Nicole.
Yes,
for example, because I think I went over there and missed every signal and walked twice out without doing anything.
That sounds like you.
Yeah, you just kind of liked that girl and she didn't care about you.
Well, I think she had a boyfriend, didn't she? Anyway, I don't remember now.
Yeah, well, I think
dude, that was like 20 years ago. This is like the 21st anniversary of our original show.
We'll tell you what, for next week's episode, I'll try and cyberstalk them both online and see where they are now.
Let's reach out, see if they want to be on the show.
That could be the concept for the show. Every week, you and I cyberstalk girls that we used to like. I bet there's no one on the internet doing that. That sounds perfect.
It is unique.
Cool.
I'll give you that. But
it is not unique, Nathan. Do you think we're the only two bald 40-year-old cyberstalking old girlfriends
on a podcast? Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna look this up.
You look up if there is cyberstalking podcasts. Yes, I'd be very interested to know what that's all about.
I've been poking around. There are all the podcasts. There are no original ideas, Nathan.
No.
There's 19 Gilmore Girls podcasts. There is no more new ground. If we really want to do something unique, we have to find, like, every single TV show has a podcast devoted to it.
At least one.
We need to find like the one show that nobody is. Does Romper Room have a podcast? Maybe we could go through old Romper Rooms.
That would be a little bit creepy.
Call it the Romper Room. This would be good. You and I go through episode to episode of Romper Room until we get to the episode.
I don't even really remember watching Romper Room back in the day. I was a polka dot door kind of guy.
Oh, you were a pussy. Is that Romper Room was?
Hey,
look.
You know what? Pokeroo could beat up anyone on Romper Room. I guarantee it.
You almost said Mr. Snuffleupagus. You can't even keep your one kid show in check.
Hey, I caught it in time.
Yeah.
I can fix it in post.
Is that going to be? Is this your catchphrase for the show? Yeah. I'm going to fix it in post.
Yes. Well, probably for some of the episodes, to fix it in post will just be delete. Oops.
Is that the catchphrase for your life moving forward? Oh, I'll fix it in post.
I'll fix it in post.
Let's put that on your tombstone.
I like that, actually.
I'll fix this in post.
That's a great epitaph.
No, that is the worst epithet.
No, that's
That is what
awesome.
you want, not a good life, but a life that
If
provides
you
you enough
believe in
raw materials that you
reincarnation,
can
you could
edit.
totally fix it in post.
You want to re-edit your shitty life into a better life that looks good for people, but you didn't enjoy doing.
Reincarnation, you could totally pull it off.
These are two different things. Once again, your grasp of the universe is limited and bad. So anyway, one of the things here for my tips to making a good podcast is choosing a good co-host. So
Oh man,
I'm going through this.
sorry.
I have a sub list here of what
I
makes a
guess
good
I'm just stuck with
co-host.
you.
Well, we'll see. If I was picking you, one of the things is find a co-host who is tech savvy. So
Well,
right away, that
I
puts me
assume
up.
that's why you keep me around on
Okay,
these things.
hold on a second here, Captain Zoom. You sat there for 20 minutes while I showed you how to put a backdrop on the thing that you and I won't shut up
What are
about.
you talking about backdrop? Look at the
Well,
sun reflecting off my head.
that is your head, you fucking baldy. Um, it says, find someone who is equal, if not more knowledgeable than you. Well, lucky you. You at least got that from me.
Yeah. Well, when it comes to movies and TV shows, you definitely kill me in that. You remember that? Do you remember that game in university where we'd sit around in a circle and the first one person would say the name of a movie, so Pulp Fiction. Then the next person would have to name someone who starred in that movie. So let's say John Travolta. Then the next person had to name another movie John Travolta was in. And the whole game was to pick someone in the cast of, say, Pulp Fiction that was like a kind of a B-list star, and hand that person to the.
Sorry, this story is
No,
taking so long with no payoff that
the
I'm
rules are
falling asleep.
complicated.
Sorry?
You could challenge. That was the key. Because if you name someone, you could throw it back to the person that named that person and say, I challenge you, and that person would then have to either name another actor in that film or another film that person did. And like you and other people, other friends of ours, like Fuchs and everything, like you just like destroy everyone else. It wasn't even
So I'm
fun.
just looking at these other
I don't know where
tips
that
for
game
picking a
came
good
from.
co-host, and one is anyone who tells long-winded stories with inside jokes about friends is probably someone who's got to go. So I'm just throwing that out there.
All right, delete. I'll delete myself in post.
All right, Mr. Smarty Pants here.
Yes.
So you're saying that you just to go back to which of us is smarter. You seem to indicate that unless it's movie or television, you have me beat. Is that what you're saying there?
Yes, basically, yeah.
All right.
So are we doing an IQ test now? Is that what
I'm looking
where you're going? You want to duke it out?
I fear I may be given too much power in this podcast.
Yeah, oh God.
Because
it's gonna go to your head.
Well, no, it's not going to go to my head. It's going to be too easy to yell at you now, to the point where it might become like lame or boring, because I'm going to run out of ways to call you a sack of crap. Like, I'm just going to call you
exactly.
a shit face and go fuck yourself over and over. There's no challenge in that.
Well, it's going to be hard for me because I don't swear a lot in general. So for me to like step up to compete with you is going to be.
Oh, pardon me, Mr. Fancy Pants.
No. I'm too highly sophisticated to descend to gutter.
I remember where
level.
we were. You said you were smarter than me. That's where we left off. Excellent.
And you were going to bring up some sort of IQ test or something.
Well, I was just trying to find
looking for something. The hamster got on the wheel.
I'm trying to look.
Thinking of something.
All right, here. Okay, here we go. I've just typed trivia website. Let's do 10 questions and see who's smarter.
All right. Ready? There we go.
Ready, go. What building is found on the back of the United States $100 bill?
$100 bill. I'm going to say the Jefferson Memorial.
Nope. I'm going to say Independence Hall. It is. It's Independence Hall.
Oh, you have the answers right there.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's do another one.
You didn't know that. There's no way you knew that.
All right. Hands off. This one's okay. This one's too easy. So I'm gonna skip the easy ones. Name the 1999 American found footage horror film about 3 students lost in the woods.
Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, that's too easy. All right, let's try and find one that actually tests our intelligence. Oh, these are all fucking movie questions. God damn it.
But the first question is about Independence Hall and the rest of them are movie questions.
All right. What Latin honor means with highest praise and is typically awarded to graduates top of their class?
uh,
I'm going to say summa cum
Summa cum
laude.
laude.
Yeah.
Laude or loud. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but I said it first and it has cum in it. So first of all, I was right. And second of all, I got to say cum on this
I don't know. I
podcast. So
think it was
things
a
are...
pretty much simultaneous.
No, I was there first. Shut
I
up.
don't
Let's
know.
see.
We can do a replay on that one.
Now you can do replay all I want. You can hear all. Okay. What sunglasses did Tom Cruise wear in the 1986 movie Top Gun?
Oakley's. I don't know.
Ray-Bans. I don't know. Ray-Bans.
Oh,
Ray-Ban Aviators to be exact. I'm smarter than you. I'm
yeah,
two
of
questions up.
course.
Independent.
You
Three. Summa cum
guessed.
laude. All right. What's the longest month in what in what month is the longest day in the northern hemisphere?
June.
Not July, sorry. You suck.
It's June.
I
It
don't
is
know what you're
totally
talking about.
June.
What you're talking about, Willis. Anyway, so I'm smarter than Nathan is the point.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway,
You didn't actually know that, did you? You look confused by the question.
yeah, I didn't know how you have a day and a month and a year. This is confusing. It's poorly phrased. I'm smarter than the
Was
question
it?
is
I
the
understood
problem.
exactly what they
Only
were
an
asking.
idiot can understand an idiot's question. All right. All right, here we go. Oh, this is too easy. All right. To celebrate its 30th birthday in 2010, Google placed a playable version of this arcade game on its webpage.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, that's correct. Yes. All right.
By the way, little side note, do you know when your internet dies and you say you're using Google Chrome and that little dinosaur is there? Hit spacebar next time that happens. It's actually a video game.
Okay.
So like most people have no idea why there's a little dinosaur. Like when there's no connection to your internet, like if you unplug your modem and you try and surf, it'll pop up with this little thing saying there's no internet. There's a little dinosaur there. Most people don't know what it is. Just hit spacebar and you'll start this like game where you have to like run along and jump obstacles and stuff.
Everyone knows about the little dinosaur game, Nathan.
No, not
Oh
everyone.
yeah, everyone.
Not everyone.
Everyone
Not
knows.
everyone.
Everyone knows.
Only
I was
only
just
those with
feigning
superior
interest.
intelligences like
I
us.
was running a test that time to see how long you would talk about something and realize as you're talking that you were like being boring and talking about something that everybody knows. But you didn't.
It makes losing your internet a little bit more fun.
You know what would be good for the video version of this thing is to every time you start telling a really long story, a little clock appears in the corner of your screen, and you can literally count the seconds.
I can
that your
do one of
story
those what is the the flash of the screen 2 hours later.
goes. Good God! Let's keep all those coughs in.
Oh, I'll keep them in. Oh, this cough! I've had this cough almost 3 weeks now. It's been brutal. It's not. It's,
tell the story of your cough so we can test
no,
that.
I'm just saying it's just a cough, and it's been lingering and lingering. It's been bad.
So Nathan and I have been discussing off the mic what things we're learning from this test run of things we have to let go on the show. So far it's Nathan discussing the background scenery, Nathan's long stories, me summarizing what we've just talked about.
Happy to be on vacation in this kind of
not funny. No one can see it. You piece of garbage.
I'm hoping the YouTube version of this takes off.
Yeah. Well, let's add your wonderful coughs to that list of things.
Yeah, I will
cut from this show. But anyway,
so this post.
You fucking moron.
I'll be like Max Headroom because I'm cutting so much of my dialogue.
Well, thank you everybody for the first and last time you're going to listen to this show. They will be better.
Yes. We'll actually have a plan next time, an outline maybe.
Well, let's not go nuts.
Storyboard.
but I'll do most of the talking next time. I promise. I'll make sure Nathan is thoroughly boxed out of everything that is happening. Now let's see if Nathan's got his rhythm back. But until then, I've been Andrew Patterson,
and I'm Nathan Lee. How was that one? Was that better?
It would have been, but then you had to right away after go, is that okay? Did I do all right? You were just supposed to go
validation.
You were just supposed to go.
The first time really made me feel insecure. I needed some validation.
Yeah, this is not helping. You're doing this badly too. What I used to go, I'm Andrew Patterson. You're supposed to go, you're Nathan. I'm Nathan Lee, and this has been. And then we're supposed to go free cheese. Free
and
cheese.
This has been.
Oh, fuck it, free cheese. Just go. Done. Cut it. Cut it.
I think this first episode has been a roaring success. So much so, I'm going to use one of the little reaction things on Zoom. Thumbs up.
Fuck you.
Anyway, see you next time. Please like and subscribe or whatever you do to podcasts.
Goodbye. We're not seeing these people again. There you go. So there's a good logical wrap up one. There, let me put in some filler theme music for now. All right.